Welcome back to the Glacier Guys podcast. I am Ethan Halesha.
And I'm Joey Fernandez.
And today we have a very special guest from Moraine Valley Softball, good friend of mine, Allie Palumbo. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
No problem. Just to get started, when did you start playing softball?
I think I started playing t-ball when I was like 6, and then I played that for like a year or two, and then I went into softball after that.
Okay.
Interesting. So did you play like Little League and stuff just growing up the whole time, or?
Yeah, so t-ball was like boys and girls mixed together.
Okay.
It was just like a house league thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was like 8 is when I started playing house league and travel, so
Okay.
it was like a bit more of like
Yeah.
a lot going on there.
What did you like more personally, house league or travel?
Travel all day.
Yeah.
House league is so like it moves so slow, and then like there's like all
Yeah.
these people that are at different skill levels, so it's just like
I know
like
what you
the
mean.
Fast pace.
Yeah.
I got you.
So did you take it serious when you were younger, or you just liked it a lot so you wanted to play all the time?
I probably started taking it serious when I was like 12, but
Okay.
before that, I just saw it as like something fun to do in the summer.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, when you were 12, you were kind of like, this is something I want to do, like, for not the rest of my life, but, like, for a while.
Yeah, definitely. And then like people started talking about like college and stuff, and like, oh, softball can like get you scholarships and get you places, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I should like actually put everything into this because
Right.
it'll help me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you played in high school, obviously. So how was that overall?
I feel like high school softball, like in our area, it's not that big.
Uh-huh.
So when you go into a school like Richards, there's a lot of different skill levels. Obviously, you have a lot of girls that have played travel, but for the most part, there's just girls that have played house league their whole lives. So it's like, it's a little slower paced than travel, and it's not as fun. But I really liked the girls that I played with in high school. Like my teammates, they were so fun. We all got along. Like we were really close. So that part of like high school ball I really enjoyed, but it was just slower paced.
Mm-hmm. Did you get along with your coaches in high school?
Yes, for the most part. My first year I was on JV with like all like the sophomores and stuff, and I had a coach. She's at Andrew now, but I think actually, so the old coach here, it's his daughter.
Okay.
She was my coach, and I loved her. She was really nice. And then I had Folliard, and she's great. She opened a lot of opportunities for me. She was cool. I never got into like a disagreement with a coach ever in my life. So I've always been cool with them.
Gotcha.
So were you recruited by Moraine out of high school, or did you just walk on or try out?
I did get recruited. They actually scouted me my junior year, and I
Okay.
was like, I don't know if I want to play softball. And then came like senior year, I was gonna go to school in Florida and actually play softball there at a 4-year, but then.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't get to visit the school because COVID hit and everything was like all messed
Yeah,
up.
it just screwed everything
So I
up.
called Coach Folliard and I was like, listen, does that coach still want me to play at the school? And she was like, let me give him a call. And like 10 minutes later, I got an email. He's like, I got a scholarship for you. Like, come on, let's go. I
Really?
was like, bet.
It's pretty sick.
Is that when you were still in high school?
It was literally like the last month of high school is
Oh,
when
wow.
I decided to. Literally the last month. It was really fast.
Yeah. And because of COVID and everything, was there like, did you guys have an off-season like program kind of before that, or did you just have to jump into the season once you got to Moraine?
For Moraine, we did like a few things in October. We didn't have anything over the summer, nothing in September. We were only allowed to have practice like twice a week, and they split us up into pods, so it was like 6 and 6. So I didn't even
Right.
know half of my team for like a couple months. I didn't meet everybody till like January, because that's when we were allowed to start doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we didn't really have like a preseason or anything.
Okay, gotcha.
So how does that work? Like with the pod system, was it like split into position groups, or?
Honestly, I think it was mostly random. They tried to like put like a mix of like freshmen and sophomores, I think is
Okay.
what they tried to do. It really wasn't. Obviously, they tried to have like a pitcher and a catcher in each one, but besides that, there wasn't really any order to how they split us.
Gotcha. So how was your first season playing at Moraine? Like the season overall and how it went as a team?
It was actually really good. So this year was our head coach's first year
Okay.
coaching. So everybody was trying to get used to like, how do I word this? So since it was with COVID and everything, and it was the new head coach, there was a lot of things that a lot of us hadn't dealt with before.
Yeah.
Right.
So we had to like adapt, but I think we dealt with it really well, and we were able to bond in a short amount of time, which really helped our season. I mean, we played pretty well. We tied for first in conference, which obviously you want to win, but it's nice to tie, whatever. But I think if we had had more time in like the preseason and everything, we would have won like no questions. It wouldn't have been a tie. We would have been up there.
Did you guys have to play less games because of COVID than like a normal season?
Yes. I forget what it was. Like, they said that we could only have like 30 in-season regular games, and we weren't allowed to do any like postseason games. There's no like championships, nothing. It's just conference.
And was that due to like not being able to travel a long distance because of COVID, probably?
I believe so. We also weren't allowed to do. Normally, every year we have like a spring break tournament where they go to like Myrtle Beach or like the Orange Beach and stuff. We weren't allowed to do that last year.
Okay. So, what would you say some of the biggest differences between high school and college were? Like maybe skill level or adjustments?
Honestly, I think the biggest difference is like the respect and understanding with the coaches.
Okay.
I feel like the skill level I'm not like dissing anything because
Yeah.
it's JUCO. Like not everybody is like this D1 amazing player.
For
so
sure.
the skill level isn't a huge jump from high school, but it's really the respect with the coaches because they know that we understand the game. They know that we know how we play. So it's more of like communication and figuring things out rather than being told what to do and when to do it.
Right, and it's like we're adults now, so it's kind of more of like a respect thing, right?
Yes,
exactly.
definitely.
Were there any JUCO teams you guys played last year where it was like maybe like this team might be a little too good for JUCO? You know what I mean? Like I feel like you run into some teams like that sometimes.
Okay, I don't want to like hype up JJC, Joliet or whatever. They were really good. I don't know. I forget. I don't know if they're in our conference. I don't think that they are. I think they're like different. So I felt like they were a little too good. But at the same time, we came really close with them. So I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
I think we played Triton as well.
Okay.
And they're an actual like college, like 4 years. So it was like, why are we playing you guys? But we came close with them too. So there's nobody that in my mind really sticks out and would be like, you guys are not like JUCO, you're not anything. But there's a few teams that were like really good.
Gotcha. Okay.
Describe your relationship with your teammates.
I think I have a really good relationship with my teammates. Like, everybody gets along, you know? Like, there's never been any drama on the team. Nobody's ever been like, oh, I don't like you, or like, oh, you did this to me. Like, we've just meshed really well from the beginning.
And then was it the same way kind of with the coaching staff too?
Yeah, definitely. We have an all-female coaching staff right now, and everybody's like younger, like under 30. So it just we all get along really well. Like it's like having just a bunch of little older teammates.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What are some goals that you have coming to the season personally?
Honestly, my goal this year has been to stay focused and to be more consistent with everything that I do, like whether that be like in the weight room, in school, coming to practice, hitting. Like I want to be someone that everybody on the team can rely on. And like if I go up to bat, like, oh, she may not hit a home run every time, but she's gonna get on base. Like I want to be someone that everyone can rely on.
Gotcha. What do you say are you looking forward to most about this season in particular?
Well, if we are allowed to go on our little like spring break trip, that's what I'm going to be most excited for because we get to go in like a hotel and be by the beach and everything. But if we can't do that, I'm just most excited about our conference games because I want to be the undisputed champs. I want us to win conference. There's no questions. There's no arguing, nothing. Like, I want everyone to be like, yeah, they deserved it and they got it. That's what I want.
For sure.
It's a good goal. What's your favorite part about softball in general?
My favorite part of softball. I like how it like relaxes me.
Okay.
I feel like whenever I'm like in practice or like working out or in a game, like I can just chill. I don't have to think about school or anything else that's stressing me out. I can just play, and it's like it just gives me this focus. And
it's like a nice escape, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's definitely my favorite part.
Like in high school, I remember when I'd have volleyball games and I'd have like 3 tests I had to study for. I'm like, right now, all I have to focus on is this. Like I can disconnect myself.
Exactly.
That was my favorite part too. They have you listed as a catcher and an outfielder. Are you still kind of fluctuating between both those positions?
Yeah, definitely. Last year they really needed me in the outfield because some girls had gotten hurt and there was like we didn't have a lot of girls on the team. I think we only had like 12, and then with injuries they were like So they put me into the outfield, and I was doing really well out there, and I'm obviously fine at catcher. But since we had another really good catcher, she was like, I just need you to be in the outfield for the most part. But this year, I think I'm more so going to be catching because I'm the oldest catcher. There's, I think, one other freshman coming in that can catch, but I don't know if that's like her full position. So I'll probably be going back and forth. That's what I've been doing in practice, but come game time, I don't know.
So did you have any prior experience playing the outfield before this?
Yeah, I played it in high school mostly. Honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly outfield in high school, I think.
Which position do you prefer out of the two, if you had to pick?
Okay. Outfield, mostly. Okay, so if I'm with this one pitcher that I played with my whole life, then I would pick catching. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm just with that one pitcher. But, like, otherwise, I want to be in the outfield. It's so chill. You get to see the ball. Like,
Yeah.
you get some time. Yeah, I like outfield
Mhm.
better.
What you played? What, first base?
Huh?
Third base?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pitched. but,
Gotcha.
What's your least favorite part about softball, if any?
Running.
Okay.
I hate running. Oh my god, I
Conditioning, yeah.
know
Oh my
it's
God.
important, but like when you have to like run suicides and poles, oh my god. Last year we got in so much trouble because like we had like I can't remember. I think we had like an attitude after a game or something.
Ooh.
We had to run like 8 poles. I was like, I
Oh
can't
my
do
gosh.
this anymore. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And this morning we had to run suicides too because
Really?
yeah, we were messing up on like, our 4 corners because you had to like just do throws and it's early. We're all just
Tired.
yes,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we messed up. She's like, get on the line. I was like, please don't do this to us.
I remember when we had a volleyball game away. We won like by a lot, and we were like messing around on the bus.
Yeah.
We had to run 20 minutes after the game when we came back, like after we won already. It was just like that's definitely the part that I do not miss.
And
We were running up and down stairs for 20 minutes because like we literally won the game
Stairs?
too. Yeah.
and
Oh my god.
in high school, when we would play catch, like before practice or whatever, and we would play in the gym, it would be so loud when it would someone would miss a throw where it hit the bleachers or
Yeah.
something, and they would count how many pass balls there were during like playing catch, and we would have to run a suicide for every pass ball.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
So everyone's literally like all tense and stuff, just like
No.
praying they don't throw it away.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's definitely. I mean, conditioning. I feel like nobody really enjoys that part of
No.
any sport. So, if you had to pick one memory just from all the years of playing softball, like, is there one that sticks out to you? Would you say?
Yes, definitely. Okay, so there's this one girl that she used to be my pitcher. She was my pitcher for like 8 years, and we had like this special connection. Like, she knew what I was gonna call before I called it. Like, I could tell when she was off. Like, there was just that mental connection.
Yeah.
And so it was one of our very last tournaments of us ever playing travel ball together. And she was having a shutout game. It was the championship game. And she was having a shutout. It was like the last inning. We were up. It was literally 1-0. And then she threw that last pitch, and I just remember both of us just running at each other and yelling. And I'm pretty sure my mom got it on video too, but we just gave each other the biggest hug, and we were just running around yelling.
That's so awesome.
That's
Super
definitely
dope.
my favorite memory, because like that was like the last time that I ever got to play with her, because we were going to different colleges and everything. So. it
Oh, so that
my
was still
favorite.
when you were in high school?
Yeah, it was my senior year.
Oh wow, so that was just a
or-
few years ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's literally like a
That's like a moment you
picture-perfect
dream
ending,
of, you know?
Yeah, and they got it on video and everything too. It's so sweet when you see us just sprinting at each other from behind the plate and it's great.
That's so. Did she go on to play like college softball or no?
She goes to Concordia right now. She was going to play softball. She was like on the team and everything, and she was like, listen, like I can't focus on school. Like
Yeah.
I can't play softball anymore.
For
So
sure.
Understandable.
She was on the team, and then she was like, never mind. She's really smart, so it's understandable that she wanted to step away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did you gain a year of playing eligibility at Moraine, like because of COVID? So, like, if you wanted to play next year, would you be able to?
Yeah, last year didn't count for eligibility. That's actually, we have 2 sophomores from last year that came back to play this year because of that.
Oh, so they're
Okay.
third-year players.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. So, do you see yourself like maybe coming back to Moraine next year and playing another year, or?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, right now I'm kind of leaning towards no, because I want to be able to like, obviously I love softball, but it's a really big commitment. You have
Oh
to,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure,
it's
especially at
like-
this level.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely at this level. So I don't know if I really want to do that, or if I just want to like work and focus on school, maybe travel a bit, because they do give us our freedoms. Obviously, we're not there
Yeah.
every single day, but it's a big commitment. So
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm on the fence.
Would you be willing to play at another college, possibly like a 4-year, if you were deciding to transfer?
I don't know.
Not
It's
to put you on a
just-
spot.
It's just such a big commitment.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, maybe. It just, I would have to see how I felt at the end of this season.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's
gotcha.
fair.
Is there any final comments you want to leave, kind of about softball in general, or the season, or not really?
Please try and come out to our games if anybody's listening, please. 'Cause it's so awesome. awkward last year because, like, with COVID and it's a little cold during our season.
Yeah.
There's, like, nobody in the stands except for one dad with his lawn chair. I'm like, hey.
When does your guys' season officially start?
I believe it starts the beginning of March is when our first games are.
Okay.
So if you guys don't want to come to, like, the March games, you can come to, like, the May stuff. It'll get warmer then, and
Yeah.
it'll be more fun.
For
but
sure.
We
Yeah.
need somebody out there because it's so embarrassing.
I'll probably be there to cover one or two.
Yeah, we'll
perfect.
be there for sure. Thank you guys for joining us this week. This episode will be on the Glacier, and hope you guys join us next week.
Peace.